Well,
here we go.
Now we missed the pour part of that for the video. The final thing before we put the garnish in.
Oh. That's good. That's good.
Top it. I'm getting hit with the light. You want to find? Where do I go?
Over here.
And you're chewing at the bit. So go ahead.
I know.
Okay, so a lot of time out doing extremely boring welding. So we don't have a video with the car this week, and we came across this great cocktail and we wanted to spend a little bit more time talking about it. So that's where we're gonna go today, because I wanted to save you the doldrums of welding for 3 weeks now. So here we go. We're going to do the Bitter Castaway.
Bitter Castaway.
We started this one, we went out to happy hour at a local joint here in Vegas and found this really good Mezcal drink with lavender in it. And we got home, Nicole's like, oh, I want one more of those. Can you make one of those for me? And well, we had no it wasn't Frangelico, it was lavender syrup and chartreuse in it, none of which we had at home. So I kind of went through and modified that recipe to come up with something close, and I came up with nothing close, but this is amazing. So this is a kind of a one-off my cocktail inspired recipe here. So
I need to stop you right there.
Yeah.
He is really, really good at tasting a cocktail and then modifying it. That's why this was like a joke when we first started this. I'm like, you can make anything out of anything that we have in our house. So that's a talent, because he put this one together and he was apologizing to me. He's like, I'm so sorry I didn't have all the, I'm telling you, it knocked my socks off. It was really good. So
thank you. With that being said, let's start off our new fancy jigger here. Half ounce of Galaxy syrup. Okay, and what this is it's the Torani coffee syrup, Galaxy flavored. Galaxy syrup is an out of this world fantastical flavor that brings to life the molecular structure of dust clouds in space, which share the taste of juicy raspberries and dark rum in a delightful way. Doesn't really taste like raspberries or rum, I think, when you sip it on its own, but it's really good. And this is one of those weird ones that we started talking about in the fall and we haven't had a whole lot of use for it, but Galaxy syrup. Half ounce of lime juice. I mixed up a batch of super juice. So that's what we're using today, fresh super juice. If you go through it, like if you're in a spot like us in Vegas, you get limes and you buy a big enough quantity, they get rock hard sitting out on the counter or in the fridge in about 3 days. So best way to kind of preserve them and get some actual usable juice for a period of time. 2 ounces of pineapple juice. Again, the Dole can, little individual ones, perfect for mixing up cocktails. And the surprise ingredient.
Here it comes.
1/4 ounce of Malort. And we are fancy and making tiki cocktails, so we are using barrel-aged Malort. So whatever that's worth for you. 2 ounces of Mezcal. We are using 400 Conejos, 400 rabbits. I know a lot of people knock this Mezcal, but it works for us. It's really good. I think this is one of those, like, if you like it, screw whatever people say about it, you know, because this works good in cocktails. It's okay on its own, but like to mix it, it's fantastic. It's not very expensive. It's got a great smell. And I know a lot of people say there's a lot better ones out there, but we drank this for days on end in Cancun and have like a special place in our heart for it.
Well, and this one is not, in my opinion, too smoky.
True.
It's got just right amount of that smoke. So to me, it's a good one for people that are getting into having Mezcal, you know, because I've had some really smoky ones that are turning me off, and this one's actually really good.
Right. And it's more of a smell factor for it than anything with the Mezcal.
I'm just like, oh, Mexico, when we were in Mexico, it was so good.
All right. Can we shake? Oh, yeah.
Good thing we're hosing the bar off after this.
And now the bar's going to smell like Malort and bad decisions. All right, so we're going to dirty pour in with some ice. There's a little bit too much ice in there.
All right. It's all right. We're not professionals.
And use a little bit bigger glass for this one because the final thing before we put the garnish in.
Oh. That's good. That's good.
Top it with...
I'm thirsty.
Ginger beer.
So...
There you go, perfect. You want to find a kind of spicy ginger beer that's really going to pull everything through. It needs the punch. If you do like I'm getting hit with the light. You want to find where do I go?
Over here.
So you want to find a kind of punchy ginger beer. If you get like a ginger ale or something like that, it won't really work. But Cock and Bull, what's the other one that you like?
Oh, I like Fever Tree.
Fever Tree, any of those. This is Smith's brand, Kroger brand ginger beer. Really inexpensive, but it's on par with any of those. Fever Tree, especially. Better than
Fever Tree, and Fever Tree is my very favorite because I like that little bit of a burn.
Yeah, it's good. Nice, nice and spicy ginger. So that's good. And then let's put 2 of those in there.
Oh, okay. I'm failing today.
And then we top it with a dried blood orange and 2.
Oh, for the rabbit
pineapple
ears.
See? Pineapple Fronds.
I get it. And I didn't twist the I can never do that either. So there you go. Oh, look at that.
And there it is, the Bitter Castaway. And you're chewing at the bit. So go ahead.
I know. And it's in the perfect mug too. Perfect mug. All right, well here we go.
That is so good.
It is really good. How can we describe?
It's not overpowering on any of those, which I think is what makes it really nice. You've got a whole breadth of flavor all the way through. You've got it's definitely bitter between the Mezcal and the Malort, although there's not that much Malort in it, but you don't need a whole lot of Malort. It's got this bitterness that then rolls into the lime and the sweetness of the syrup, and you do get a very, very fine hint of a raspberry finish at the very end.
Not a lot, but just enough of that sweetness. And then you get a little bit of that burn, but nothing bad from the ginger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful combination for a drink. I mean, this man right here invented it. So
with a little bit of that Malort aftertaste.
Yeah.
That you know what that is. That I can't even explain it, but not really smoky, but the Malort aftertaste. But it's delicious. I mean,
it all just marries together so well. And this would go really well for anybody again who it's a little nervous about Mezcal. You know, they're going to get a little bit of it, but it's not overpowering. Secondly, for somebody that is looking for a drink that is not on the sweeter side, but not quite bitter, I think this is a really nice cocktail for people like me that don't like sweet. But this has just enough. Yeah,
if you're on the bitter side of cocktails, this is definitely one for you. And like we said, the Mezcal isn't overpowering. It's got a little bit of the smoke. It's got a bit of a tequila flavor for those of you that aren't overly familiar with it. You know.
It's just really, and it's smooth.
Yeah, it's good.
Really
you wouldn't imagine it when it's really hot. It's 106 out here right now. You wouldn't imagine it to be a really good cocktail, but it is a really refreshing cocktail even with the heat today. So
no, it's delicious. I can't wait to go make another one after I clean up the mess that I made, that you made.
I made. Thanks for taking the hit on that. Okay. So go through, make this one. Let us know. Any other Malort cocktails, we're definitely up for it. Being from the Midwest, I introduced Nicole to it after a late finding on my own. I've probably had it before, but was reintroduced, I guess, at some point.
And I would need to have it mixed. I did try some by itself. Never again will I do that where we were at when we were drinking it. So beers and Malort in Chicago. So anyway, that's it. Bitter Castaway. Give us a like, subscribe, comments and likes go a long way. So please be sure to do those. And subscribe. It just takes a click.
Yep.
So
subscribe. Let us know more car stuff coming soon.
Yeah, a lot more. So thank you.
Thank you.